Students, let us discuss a important topic, LC oscillation. What is an oscillation? Suppose there is a pendulum, you take it to this position and you release. It will go back and forth. It will start from A, come to B. Let us say this is the mean position. Go to C, come to B, come to A. This is oscillatory motion. So this is the phenomenon. Now in LC oscillations, you have a circuit where you connect a inductor to a capacitor. This is a capacitor having some charge, let us say plus 20, minus 20 charges are there. It has been connected to a inductor having some its own inductance. It is also called load. Now generally what happens, let us say you have a circuit which has only resistance. So this circuit doesn't have a battery. It has some stored charge, and if the charge travels, there will be a flow of current. Now, in this type of circuit, how will be the charge transfer? This we have seen, it will be exponential. Initially there will be a large amount of current will be there and it will die down exponentially. Okay, this is I versus T. This is what happens in a regular RC circuit. But here the phenomena is not like this. In the LC circuit, the phenomenon is not like this. It is observed that the phenomenon here is like a sinusoidal curve. Okay. Now the reason for that is, in a LC circuit, initially the charge will flow. If you say negative charge means here all the electrons are there, electrons will flow from one side and try to get to the other side. However, the direction of current will take from positive to negative. This will be the direction of the current, but electrons will flow from this terminal to the other terminal. Now here, when it flows, there is an inductor, so there will be an induced EMF, and that EMF we have studied. It is that induced EMF E is equal to minus L di by dt. So it is dependent upon di by dt. If di by dt is the change of current, if the di by dt is increasing, this fellow will try to reduce the effect. If it is decreasing, this fellow will try to increase the effect. This is what happens. So when there is a flow of charge, if you try to, let us say, what actually happens is, I said it is a sinusoidal type of thing. So let us assume that this is one full cycle of 4 seconds. In the first second, that is the 1/4 of the period, this is the 1/4 time, this is the next 1/4, this is the next 1/4, and this is the last 1/4. In the first 1/4, the charge flow from the capacitor to the inductor will be on the rise. Then there will be a drop. Okay. Then what happens? This polarity of the inductor reverses. Initially say this is the minus part. So let us say this is the plus and minus. There is an induced EMF here. So this terminal behaves like a plus and this terminal behaves like a minus. For the first 1/2, this EMF value is changing. So there is a rise in the first 1/4. The charge from the capacitor to the inductor. then there is a drop, half the cycle is completed, then there is a reversal of polarity. So this will become plus and this will become minus, let us say. So the same thing happens in the reverse direction, and this cycle keeps on continuing. This cycle keeps on continuing. If the same pattern, the amplitude is same over a period of time, this pattern is called undamped. But in reality, the transfer will be actually like this. It will die down. Now this type of oscillation is called damped. Now why dies down means it is nature, See, when you are releasing the bob from here, let us say this is an ideal condition in some vacuum. From A to C and C to A, let us say it takes 4 seconds. Then till eternity it will keep on oscillating like that. But in between what is there? There is air. And air will offer some resistance. So initially it was 4 seconds. Then the next round it will only come up to here. Then it will only come up to here. Then it will up to here. And finally it will die down. This is what happens here. In a undamped situation, there is an energy conservation is there. That means the energy of the system is conserved. But in a damped, the energy is not conserved. There is a loss. Why there is a loss means this wire also has some resistance. There will be heat losses. So initially 100 joules of energy is there. After some time 100 joules of energy won't be there. Some heat will be lost to the surroundings. Okay, so realistically it is damped, but we are right now studying the undamped situation. So you can see here what happens means, see, initially I have taken example that there are 20 and 20 minus 20 charges are there. After some time what happens is the situation is something like this. It becomes 0 0. Okay. Now when the charge flow is there, this will start behaving like a solenoid, having its own magnetic field, and because of the own magnetic field there will be a change in flux, so there will be a back EMF, and it will try to oppose the motion of the current. Initially it won't, but slowly it will start opposing the motion. Okay, now there will be a situation, let us say, how do you measure the strength of the magnetic field? You will say the number of magnetic field lines. Initially magnetic field lines will be 0, after some time 10, after some time 20. It will reach a value of 50, beyond which it cannot go. Then what will happen? Full magnetic field strength has been developed. Okay, now when full magnetic field strength has been developed, all the charge has been transferred to the other end. Then there is no net charge. Then what happens? This will start losing its magnetic field. The lines will die down. From 50 it will become 40, 40 it will become 20, and slowly it will become 10 and 0. So what will happen? There will be even when there is a drop of voltage also, there is a change in flux. Whenever there is a change in flux, there will be a EMF. And now originally when the current direction was like this, now the current direction will reverse. So if the original current direction was like this, now the current direction will become reverse. Then what happens? Again the charges are deposited back to the original plate. So the next diagram will be, it is something like this. All the charges are deposited back. So this is, let us say, stage 1. Then you have this kind of a situation. Then you have this kind of a situation. That means it is back to normal. When it comes to 3, it is back to normal. Like in this example, this is the normal situation. Then it went like this and came back. Again the cycle starts. Again the whole process repeats. So from here to here it must have taken some time. So what is time? 1 divided by frequency. So that this is the concept behind the LC oscillations. We have to find the frequency of these oscillations, and the frequency is given by 1 divided by 2 pi into root over LC, where C is the capacitance of the capacitor measured in farads, and L is the self-inductance of the inductor measured in Henry. So this is the concept behind LC oscillations. We will be, and remember, in undamped situation energy is constant, conserved, whereas here energy is varying because there is heat loss. There are heat losses. This is the realistic situation. Okay, so just make note of these points, and okay.